Let's go ahead, huh? I got some interesting things to share with you. Let's talk about where you're at right now. Well, up ahead of you, Uranus stations August 3rd. That'll be interesting. And you're on July 7th to July 16th. Here's the chart. What's it look like? Well, the Sun is opposing Pluto. And you're about to have a full moon right on Pluto. We're going to have some lunacy over Pluto. What else is going on? Mars is squaring Uranus. Some sudden temper tantrums. Venus is squaring Neptune. The love and the pleasure in sex is confused and lost. The girls are lost, and the guys, Romeo is having temper fits. And we're all having a bug. That's what I call Pluto. When Pluto stops in the sky, you really get it. But in this case, it's a full moon right on Pluto, so Pluto's going to have lunacy. I covered it on the last show. You know, police will overreact, people, investigators, Pluto. So here it is. It's on Saturday night. And this is, things will go to extremes. Pluto is an extremist. He's either clear over here or over there, nothing in between. The policeman either stops you on the road or leaves you alone and goes off. Nothing in between. Okay, what else is going on? Venus squaring Neptune towards the end of your next week. Love and sex will get more and more confusing. Mars squaring Uranus. Again, towards the end of your next week. Romeo has temper tantrums. Venus gets drunk and gets lost. Oh well, just that time, isn't it? Let's check it out day by day. We're going to run the moon around the edge and see it. As it does, it makes angles to these other planets, to these actors on the stage, and that gives you the mood of the times. If you're on a Thursday night show on July 6th, the moon went by Saturn at dinner time and just afterwards, and kind of felt old and cold, didn't you, and alone. Saturn, got to pay the bills and do the budget. Yuck. Chop wood, carry water. That's Thursday. The moon's in Sagittarius. Friday morning, the moon goes into Capricorn, and it's a little different. Yes. Friday morning early, here's a trine to Uranus. Common sense, enlightenment from the mind. Aquarian spirit, really early. This is like 2, 3 in the morning, Friday morning. Probably feel it Saturday night. As you go through Friday, here Friday night is a nice sextile to Neptune. Parties, people will enjoy a good cup of wine or something. Don't let your guard down now. You wouldn't want to go out and get all stoned out and have a terrible hangover on Saturday, because Saturday is when the shit hits the fan. Pluto rules shit, excrement, rotted things. Pluto, it's not just a bug. A bug could be a squashed bug. That's even worse. Walk in the kitchen, the cat threw up on the floor. Eek, Pluto. So it starts by overdoing it. And actually the Neptune thing comes in here, doesn't it? Look at that. That's about lunchtime. And music, art, have a cup of wine. And then a couple hours later, the moon hits the Pluto thing. Eek, a bug, panic. So, you're being seduced into a sense of security here. I would not buy it. No, not on Saturday. Leave the alcohol alone and the music, and be prepared, because Saturday things are going to get out of hand. There's a full moon on Pluto, and it'll grow. And lunacy is like a real bug, total panic, and then nothing, and then total, I have control of everything, and then no control. It'll wear you down. Late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, here's an opposition to Mars. People are angry. There's fighting. There's people getting radical here. And Mars doesn't like Pluto. Young men going to fight with the police. The whole thing is kind of chaotic and violent. And it's just the start of a month like this. So Saturday, if you're having small eek-a-bug things, I had a roach, it must have been 3 inches long, flying in the house the other day. I'm chasing him around. I go slap him with a slipper. He goes right up too high for me to get. Chased him around for a couple hours. I don't know where he went. Eek-a-bug! He'll come and crawl on me. That's what those big roaches do. Ugh. So, don't get overheated Saturday night, Sunday morning. Don't get violent. Don't overreact. Everybody is doing it. There's a square to Uranus. You're going to feel all alone Sunday night. Sunday afternoon, just after lunch, it happens. And people are the electricity went out. My batteries went dead. Saturday and Sunday are like that. It's a crappy weekend. Get real. You don't want to plan your party for this weekend. No. Pluto is going to have its way no matter what, and he's being a lunatic right now. On Monday, the moon moves into Aquarius. Whoa, a lot different. Whole different vibe. Monday before lunch and around lunchtime, here's a nice trine to Venus. There's sweets, there's love, there's relaxation. And Monday night, here, midnight, 1 a.m., here's a nice sextile or trine to Jupiter. So Monday's nice. And by the time you get to Monday night, people are feeling wise and generous. A loving, generous day, Monday. And on Tuesday, still feels good. In the middle of the day, here's the sextile to Saturn. And as we did it all within the budget, too. Tuesday at dinner time, the moon goes by the south node. And everybody feels like they need help a little bit. However, early Wednesday morning, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, here's the moon sextile Uranus. Common sense prevails. Brotherhood is there. Doesn't matter what the government does. What's important is it's the people that do these things, you know. The people do the actual helping and policing and doing all, not these civil servants. In fact, if somebody says, I have a gun, I'm going to protect you, look out. I have a hypodermic needle, I'm going to fix your illness, look out. I got, you know, anyway. Wednesday, the moon moves into Pisces, and you're in the Neptune zone again. And we've had a lot of Neptune already. But Wednesday night, late, around 11, 12 o'clock, here's the moon squaring Venus. The girls are in trouble. It's early. It's in Wednesday. Gets worse as you go to the end of the week. And when the moon goes by Neptune, which is Thursday morning, and between breakfast and lunch, confusion and delusion everywhere. Bad smells. Why does this whole thing seem so phony and so fake? Because a lot of it is. You've been told a lot of lies all your life. That's the truth of it. School was brainwashing and training. And those that didn't have to go through it all are more lucky than us. So here's Neptune. I mean, if you're a religious person, you might get religious or musical, but Venus is in square and there's no pleasure there. Thursday, dinner time, here's the moon sextile Pluto. Yeah, Pluto could be a helper. Here's investigations. Let's investigate something. What's that volcano doing? Let's use it constructively. I got a word on that to share with you. Thursday night. Watch the show. It's Pluto could be helpful, you know. And here's a trine to Mars. Get the work done. You want to get radical? You want to get some stuff done? Thursday's a good time to do it. Stay up late. Do the repair. Fix it. Goes through Friday morning, too, till the middle of Friday, when the moon shifts into Aries, and it all changes again. It's more active and energetic, and starts to become difficult as you go through Friday. You get to Saturday, here's the old SHIT hits the fan again on the weekend. Starts with the square to Pluto Saturday night. Sirens, noise, leaf blowers, chainsaws, eek, a bug, panicky feelings. You know, it's a tough time when the moon squares Pluto and Pluto is being a lunatic. Here comes the leaf blower. Shh, doesn't do any good to go out and yell at him. He can't hear you. Damn. Sunday, try to get organized in the morning. There's a trine to Saturn. But everybody's angry in the middle of Sunday. There's a square to Mars and a conjunction to Uranus. Happens suddenly. Tempers flare, electrical fires, road rage. Sunday is a tough day. Stay home.